Today I'm about a week out from starting my tour through Central and South America. I'll be flying to San Diego, staying with my brother there for a couple days, and then I'll be meeting up with my buddy John, and we'll ride down through Baja and then take a ferry into mainland Mexico, continue down through Central America into South America, and hopefully as far down as Argentina. So we'll be getting started in about a week, and I'm definitely excited about it. It's been a couple months preparation. I've gotten rid of the majority of my belongings, sold my car, moved out of my place, just ready to tour full time and kind of live a different lifestyle for a while. Not really sure what the plans are after the trip or when the trip will end, how long it will go or anything. But I'm pretty open and just kind of going to let the road take me where it wants to take me. Looking forward to the ups and the downs of the trip, and I'm just pretty excited, a little nervous, a little excited. Alright, so the bike I'll be riding for this trip is the Specialized AWOL. It's somewhat of a newer bike to me. I've had a few months. I've taken it on one bike packing trip and done a few other rides on it. Pretty minimal miles on it right now. But I like it, it's comfortable, it fits me well. I've got it set up with 2x10 gearing, pretty low gears for the mountains we'll be hitting along the way. It's taken me a little bit of time to get everything together for the trip, figure out how everything was going to go on the bike. But most of my gear I've been acquiring over the last couple years, so I had most of the stuff I needed to pack up for this trip. As far as how I'll be sleeping in a tent most of the time. We're going to try and camp a lot. That definitely helps you stay on budget and stretch the budget out, keep the trip going longer. So I've got a big Agnes tent and a nice sleeping pad. Hopefully going to be sleeping in my sleeping bag liner a lot of the time. It should be warm at night, especially the beginning of the trip. But I'm prepared for some cold weather too. Possibly at altitude we could camp in some pretty cold nights. So prepared for a lot of conditions. Got rain gear. You know, you'll see multiple other things as I unpack my bike here today. This is my Specialized AWOL. It's an adventure touring bike. I'll be riding it on my tour to Central and South America. It's a steel frame and fork, front rack, no rear rack, just saddle bag, front panniers, and a top front rack bag. I'm going to unpack some of my stuff today just to show you what I'm taking on this trip. I'm going to start up front here with my Roadrunner front bag. It's got some of my stuff I'll be needing throughout the day, so it's real easy to get into, so I don't have to unpack my panniers and unroll those often. Easy thing to get to, toilet paper of course, and then my toiletry bag, just random stuff, you know, brush your teeth, wash up, all that good stuff that you would normally take. Extra pair of sunglasses for when I lose the pair I'm riding with all the time. Extra pair of gloves, taking 2 pairs of gloves, one with Specialized Grail padding in the middle, and then just a pair of gloves with no padding. I like to change it up a bit. I've had some issues with hand numbness, and changing it up seems to help that, along with all the different handlebar positions. There's some rain gear in here, an Outdoor Research, a pretty lightweight rain jacket, some Endura waterproof shorts. Haven't really tried these out yet, they're new to me. But the pants are really hot to me, so I wanted to try some waterproof shorts and some overshoes, just some booties that go over the front of your shoes, keep the water out. That's pretty much the gist of it. My chamois towel that I'll be using. The front runner's got 4 pockets on it, 2 on the side, 2 on the front. Help me stay organized with some of the stuff here. Is Kindle Fire, old Kindle Fire. I'll be blogging on that throughout the trip. Holds a good long charge, so I'll be able to use it. A couple water bladders. I've got a 3-liter bladder. I can swap out some of the stuff from my frame bag, stick that in there if I need some extra water. And then just another small 32-ounce fold-up bladder there. My front bag, I've got some of my bike stuff. My chain kit here with some Squirt chain lube. A little toothbrush helps scrub the chain off, and a rag lubing it up. I've got a tool roll with some different tools in it, most of the stuff you need to work on your bike, different tips and things there that you want to use. And the other pocket here have my SteriPen. It's a UV treatment to treat water, just basically kills everything in the water. and some extra stands for my tires, just tire sealant. On the other side I have an extra water bottle. Lots of extra places to carry water on here for different sections where we'll need more water. That's pretty much everything in the front bag. I'll move on to my front panniers and show you what's in there. Pretty much everything in my front bag. I'm gonna move on to my panniers. Kind of went big on my panniers. Wish I would have got a little smaller bags. They're not quite full, but I don't have all the food and everything I'm taking yet. I won't buy any food until I get out to California. No sense in shipping a bunch of food out with me. So let's go over what's in this bag. A couple of dry bags just for storing food and random things. I've got my sleeping pad in here. Nemo sleeping pad, really lightweight. Packs up real small. I've got my AeroPress and my titanium mug here. The AeroPress is just a little small coffee maker. Pretty lightweight, all plastic, just uses some filters. Presses a really good cup of coffee. Can't live without my coffee on the road. And then I have a stove here, pot and a pan set. Somewhat lightweight. It's got coil on the bottom to heat up real fast. Everything folds out. Some cutting boards, cleanup, and I use the MSR Whisper Light stove. Had this one a good while. It's been on quite a few tours. Folds out, sets up real easy, has a windscreen that goes around it, and cook up some good meals. And that's everything that's in this pannier. Alright, moving on to my left front pannier. Pull it off here and check out what's in it. This is most of my camping stuff, except I've already got my sleeping pad out. It was packed on the other side. This is a compression sack. It's also waterproof, just in case this pannier fails. It's supposed to be waterproof also. But last thing you need is a wet sleeping bag if it's cold out. So this is my compression sack. It's got a couple things in it. It's got a sleeping bag liner in there. It's probably what I'll end up sleeping in a lot of the time. It's got a pillow here that blows up, and then it's also got a nice sleeping bag in it, a lightweight. It's called the Backcountry Bed from Sierra. Okay, this is my tent. It's a one-person tent from Big Agnes. It's the Fly Creek one. Pretty lightweight. My poles are in my frame bag. That's the rain fly in the body of the tent. I have a Tyvek, just homemade protection for the bottom of the tent. It's my ground cloth. I set my tent up on it to keep the bottom of the tent from getting poked by anything. And also a very important thing, some hair trimmers there for the beard and head. Obviously I probably need to use them now, but I'll probably hold off a little while longer. That's everything in my front left pannier. And we'll move on to the next bag. This is my Revlate Design seat bag. It's mainly got my clothes in it, a couple other things. Also, starting with the top here, the extra bag strapped to the top has got my Spot GPS tracker. It won't be live tracking, but it will be checking in through it. It just basically is a satellite only tracker. You don't need any cell phone signal or anything. And you'll be able to go check out where I am throughout the trip. I'll post up a link to my Spot Find Me page, which is what you look at to see a GPS location. I've got my Bedrock sandals strapped to the side here. Sweet pair of sandals, Vibram sole. They're the only shoes I'm taking besides my cycling shoes. Then we'll go underside here. I have a bag strapped underneath. This will be for off the bike excursions. It's just an Osprey bag, just a backpack. I just have it wrapped up here, and some extra tarp there to keep it from getting dirty. And I'll just be using this when we're not cycling, get around town and whatnot, do some hiking. On the inside, mainly in the back here, stuff I'll be wearing while cycling, and a couple extra things. Extra pair of underwear there. Some Endura cycling boxers. They have a chamois, but it's just like a boxer to wear underneath your baggies. These are pretty comfortable, pretty nice. I'm taking 2 pairs of cycling shorts. I also have a pair of Specialized SWAT shorts that I'll be cycling in also. In here we have another wool shirt. I'm wearing this one Icebreaker wool shirt. I'll be riding in a lot of the time. And I have one more merino wool shirt. Keep you cool, they keep you warm. They don't start stinking too bad, so they're good to wear for a while without needing a serious wash. Got a couple extra pair of socks, another pair of merino wool socks. I'm wearing one pair, and I'll be taking another pair, and I have a pair of Swiftwick socks. Let's see what else is in here. Long sleeve merino wool shirt, just keep me a little warm, keep the sun off. An extra pair of baggies, go swimming in, wear if these are too dirty and stinky. A couple things that aren't clothing in here, a little medical kit, lots of different bandages, Tagaderm, wraps, and just some extra stuff in there. If anything has happened, emergency fire starter stuff, a Sawyer water filter, some tablets to treat water with, hopefully stuff I won't have to use too often. And then there is a bag in here with just a bunch of stuff that I don't really plan on using too much. Alright, so in this bag of stuff I don't plan on using too often, a pair of Levi's jeans, a down jacket for up at altitude or anything. Even during the summer it can be quite cold, so have that, some arm warmers and knee warmers in here, wool base layer, some more merino wool stuff there, a pair of wool socks, winter weight socks just in case. More arm warmer, knee warmer stuff, head cover, and just a nice shirt just in case we're out in town. Maybe another head cover there, another merino wool. So have a Garmin eTrex 20 here, and I'll have maps for both Central and South America. Have an old Blackburn tail light strapped on there. A Light in Motion 850 front light, just a rechargeable light. Alright, moving on to my frame bag. I have a Revlade Designs half frame bag here. It's got a good amount of my heavy stuff in it, trying to keep the weight centered on the bike and lower. This is my electronics package. I've got quite a few extra lithium batteries there for the spot tracker, a wall outlet charger there, USB adapter, whatever you want to call it, and a couple backup batteries and various cables. These are the poles and stakes for my Big Ags tent. I've got 2 extra bicycle chains in here. Be swapping out my chain when it's needed. Try to keep from wearing that cassette out. And I've got a Mountain Morph Toe Peak pump here. It's been doing me good for a long time. Been carrying it for many years. And then I have all my extra bike repair stuff, various parts for the bike, couple extra tubes, some extra clips for the panniers, just random things that I think I may need throughout the trip. I think that's the gist of what's in here. There is a pocket on the other side. Don't have too much in it yet. Trying to keep it kind of minimal. I have my Gerber multi-tool pliers and whatnot in there. My titanium spork and my clothesline are in there, and my spare spokes. I got 6 or 7 spare spokes there with nipples. Hopefully you don't need those throughout the trip, but they're there if I do. And it looks like that's the gist of what's in my frame bag. There are a few other various bags on my bike. I have this fuel tank here. It's got a couple things in it, not much. I'll be putting some extra snacks and things in it throughout the trip. Have some bag balm. It's just skin ointment, you know. You can use it for many things. Some earplugs for sleeping at night. Some random batteries, lip balm, something to clean my glasses with. That's pretty much it in the fuel tank. Extra bottle. And my feed bag here, I have 2 Revlade Design feed bags, one on each side. I'll be keeping a bottle in the right hand side. Got my flashlight on the side here. In the other side I have some bug spray, looks like some hand sanitizer, and some sunscreen. And I'll be putting some random snacks and stuff over there also. On the frame here I've got a place for a couple different bottles. I have one of our Eastern Shore Cycles 25th anniversary bottles here. In the back I have this is the fuel for my stove, my MSR stove. I'll be using gasoline throughout the trip in my stove, and it stores right here on my down tube. And then there's also a big Toe Peak cage here. I don't have a bottle in it at the moment, but it just holds like a generic 1.5 liter bottle that you pick up at a gas station or something like that. And that's the gist of the bags on my bike. It's pretty much it on the bike. Some homemade fenders on there I made just to keep my bags and myself a little bit cleaner. So that pretty much wraps up what I'm packing for my bicycle tour through Central and South America. I'd like to say thank you to all my friends and family who've been very supportive. about my trip and have helped me get ready for the trip. My current employer, Phil at Eastern Shore Cycles, has bent over backwards to help me get my bicycle ready, hooked me up with some new shoes and shorts and some other gear to help out with my trip, and has definitely made things possible. If you'd like to help, you can contribute at my GoFundMe account, and if you're interested in following my trip, you can check it out on my blog, my Instagram, or my Facebook accounts. And yeah, keep up with what I'm doing, and I hope it inspires you to do something yourself.